wondering how I got into this mix.
Hey, what's up? This is Derrick Broze with the Conscious Resistance Network. Happy 2017. Thank you guys for supporting me all the way through 2016. What you're about to watch is a best of 2016, the collection of all of my activism, my journalism that I've done here in Houston, Texas, both reports I've done, interviews, as well as traveling around the country. This year I've gone to Philadelphia for the Free Your Mind conference where I got a set of interviews there. I also went to Utah to document the fight against the Yucca Mountain nuclear waste repository. Of course, I went back to New York for 9/11. I traveled to Arizona for the Jackalope Festival in August. And in July, I went to Cleveland for the Republican National Convention. All of this work is done not only thanks to you guys, but thanks to Activist Post and to Mint Press. And some of it does come out of my own pocket, but a good chunk of it has come this year from my Patreon supporters. So I want to give a special shout out to everyone who supports me monthly, whether you support with $1, $5, $20, or Robert Allen, awesome, supporting me with $100 every month. It's very much appreciated and it allows me to do these projects. And I hope to do a lot more in 2017. I have some big plans on what I'm going to do as far as doing a conscious resistance tour, traveling the country, spreading the ideas of freedom, freedom cells, spreading the message contained within my books, and hopefully getting you guys excited about changing the world from within your communities and not relying on government and corporate entities. So a lot of good things coming up. I also have my passport now, so I plan to travel internationally. I'm going to Mexico, hopefully going to Costa Rica, and I'd like to spend some time down in South America, specifically Ecuador and Brazil, to document the resistance going down there by the indigenous people. So if you have tips, if you have resources, or if you just want to support me, please check out patreon.com/Derrick Broze. Thank you for your support and enjoy what you're about to see. Peace.
What about the U.S.'s role in funding ISIS and partially funding the rebels that became ISIS, the moderates in Syria?
Well, you know, that's a very difficult thing, but...
Mr. Trump, British television. How important is your relationship with Britain?
Mr. Trump, could we get you to comment on 9/11 again? Were you talking about the 28 pages? Were you talking about the 28 pages in reference to the Saudi government, Mr. Trump?
Vernon Lee has worked with Ian Zabarte, a representative of the Western Shoshone government, to fight not only the Yucca Mountain project, but local coal power plants. Ian is now focusing his energy on the fight to save Yucca Mountain. The Department of Energy is currently accepting public comment from communities, states, tribes, and other stakeholders on how to establish a nuclear waste repository with respect to the local community. And he talks about vertical and horizontal agorism, or what he calls introvert and extrovert. Yes, they look at the system, they see Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton. They don't see any hope in that. The people who have already let go of voting in this type of, achieving change through electoral politics, what would you say to those folks? Why should they, come out of retirement to place a vote for you?
Well, I mean, if you don't want to, I don't blame you. I mean, I would not vote for either Trump or Hillary. I would just stay home. I mean, it's voting for the lesser of two evils is still voting for evil. I can't bring myself to do that.
Well, I want to get into what we're here to talk about this weekend.
Oh boy. Well, listen, this is the one that you really need to get but with population control, the subtitle is How Corporate Owners Are Killing Us. And this is getting serious because this is getting beyond politics and beyond philosophies. This is getting into self-defense.
What can you tell us about World Citizen that you're ready to release publicly so far?
Well, people often say we need to unite, and that's something I agree with. Actually, we do. We need to unite in significant numbers. The problem is, how? What can we unite around? And, a lot of people, especially you saw in Occupy, a lot of reference to 99%, but ideas were being injected into Occupy, which were not by any stretch universally accepted. In fact, many of them were extremely divisive. Socialism versus capitalism, all sorts of very divisive issues. And, so it makes sense that if we want to try and find something to unite around, that it is in truth universally accepted, or, vast majority.
And a few months ago, you made a post that seemed to maybe where your view has sort of changed on that, where it seems like, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it seems like now your view is tending towards that people need to be willing to use violence when and if the time is necessary. Do you care to comment on that viewpoint?
I absolutely never condone any form of violence. However, there is a time when forceful physical self-defense becomes required, necessary, and essential. I think we're rapidly approaching that point. I'm not saying that I am immediately calling for forceful revolution, but I don't think the control system is going to capitulate its control willingly.
But until we each, on an individual level, do that internal healing, then I believe we're just going to, cycle and continue to do the same things. Maybe it'll take a couple hundred years, but if people are still based in ego and fear, and we haven't done that internal healing that we all have to, overcome our doubts, insecurities, fears, whatever we may have come across in our own lives, until we do that work, we're going to keep cycling. Some people like to talk about revolution, but revolution, the key word is revolve. It means to go in circles and to keep going in circles. I want to step out of that cycle to create something new. And it's not only going to take us to re-examine all the physical structures that try to attempt to control and rule over us, and how do we, re-examine those and re-look at those, but also it's going to have to start, I believe, with that looking internal. The internal tyrant is the worst to overcome. That doubt, that negative voice that some of us have that may be stronger in others than some, but we have to start there. It has to come back to doing that self-work, the self-love, and establishing that. That's like your home.
What do you think are some of the kind of policies or some of the decisions that Donald has made that has impacted you more to be on this side?
I think no matter what way people try to frame it, refugees, immigration crisis, or say, if we allow more people to come to the country, they're going to vote Democratic, they're going to vote for the state, they're going to empower the government. Building a wall, or collectivizing entire people, Muslim, whatever they may be, and saying you want to survey them or whatever it may be, is just that's authoritarian. It's nothing to do with freedom. I can't stand behind that at all.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Derrick Broze with Activist Post and the Conscious Resistance Network. I am here in Kentucky at my grandmother's farm. I'm gonna be here for a couple of weeks, and I'm helping her out, just getting things in order, doing some farm chores, and really this is an education for me. But today I just want to give you a quick look at the farm itself. And I'm going to start right here with the chickens, and I'm just going to take you guys all around the property. Ms. Schultz, you care to comment about Senator Sanders' endorsement of Clinton, just how the DNC handles that? I don't know, you are. It's probably the only time I'll see you this weekend. Just anything to add to House Sanders? Anything to add to the allegations of DNC pushing Sanders delegates out, or anything along those lines?
I've gotten an hour of sleep, so.
Anything about payday loans? Your allegations related to your involvement with the payday loan industry or blocking the regulations? I know you're tired, but the American people they're also tired of dealing with corruption and delegates. And Tom, can I get a comment on what do you think about Bernie Sanders endorsing Hillary Clinton? Do you think that's the culmination of his revolution, or what should the people do?
It's a political strategy that, that's one way to do it.
You don't think there's any other way outside of the two parties?
Of course there is. That's his strategy. I didn't say that's my strategy.
Yeah.
That's his strategy.
Do you think Bernie Sanders supporters should go for Clinton or look other options?
Okay, they're going to have to follow their hearts.
Thank you, Tom.
You're being crazy. Absolutely. Obama didn't say to kill you. Nazi scum! Nazi scum! Nazi scum! Nazi scum! Nazi scum! Move back! Move back! Move back!
Chill the fuck out, man! Chill the fuck out, bro! Chill the fuck out! Yo, chill the fuck out! Chill the fuck out! Chill the fuck out! I ain't doing shit! Chill out, motherfucker! Chill the fuck out! Fuck off, bro! Chill the fuck out! What the fuck's wrong with you? This is why people are against y'all, because you're acting like fucking crazy animals. Today's my last evening here at the Standing Rock Reservation here, which is the forefront of the fight against the Dakota Access Pipeline. Dr. Leroy Halsey, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
So go ahead and tell everybody a little bit of your background first, and then we'll talk about what you're working on.
Okay, so I'm Professor Halsey. I'm a department chair of civil engineering at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. I'm actually a registered structural engineer. Have been in practice for over 40 years. We've already examined the probability of the building coming down by fire, and it's our preliminary conclusions based upon our work to date that fire did not produce the failure at this particular building.
That alone right there is, even though you're saying it's a preliminary finding, we still have just under a year to go before you'll be done with the study. But that alone as a preliminary finding, saying that World Trade Center 7, did not collapse because of fire, goes against what we hear from the official government version of events. You can see back here, the water protectors have created 2 blockades. The first one is right here in front. There's hay bales, there's stones from the river, grandfather stones that are used in sweat lodges. There's signs, there's vehicles, parking blocking the way, and the water protectors have decided they're no longer just going to stay on their reservation land. They're actually going to come block the road to get through to try to build the pipeline and set up camp here. So you have this camp set up further back. There's another camp, and one can only, estimate that at some point the cops are going to come through here and try to put an end to this.
I love all of you. I know you have a heart.
Come here. Don't fucking touch me, bro. Whoa. Hey, don't fucking touch me.
Record the horse.
Don't you fucking tase that horse!
Don't you fucking tease that horse!
I'm with the media. I'm with the media documenting it. Hold on, I got a friend I gotta get. Grab me! Fuck, you got me.